Time Hits, ang tanging huntahan ng masang ngamaw. Number 1 sa Mega Manila, nationwide pa. Broadcasting from TGON, TVH Group of Networks. Dito lang sa inyong iisang himpilan. Cool FM! You are listening to Cool FM. Live from Cool Studios. This is koolNews at 6.
Good evening and welcome to koolNews at 6. My name is Cairo and here are the headlines for this evening. Give me one moment, please. The number of deaths due to dengue and necros occidental this year has reached 15. The Provincial Health Office reported on Friday, October 25, that there were 5,108 dengue cases and necros occidental from January 1 to October 19, 2024. The figure is 3,837 cases, or 301.89% higher than the 1,271 cases over the same period in 2023. Bago City still has the highest number of dengue cases at 560, followed by Hinabaan with 404 cases, San Carlos with 394, Sagay City with 331, Talisay City with 323, Kabangkalan with 321, Kaluayan with 289, Catis City with 279, Silay City with 276, and Sipalay City with 273. The report said most of the dengue cases were within the 11 to 20 years old age group. The PHO appealed to the public to keep their surroundings clean to eliminate breeding places of mosquitoes. The dengue virus is transmitted by breeding dengue Aedes aegypti and Aedes albopictus mosquitoes. After the onslaught of severe tropical storm Christine, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. said on Saturday that the Bicol River Basin Development Project needs to be revisited to know and resolve the flooding in the region. Speaking in the situation briefing in Naga City, Marcos said that the floodwaters in the Bicol region are taking too long to subside, different from the situation in Batangas and Cavite, where he visited these places on Friday. In Batangas and Cavite, the floodwater immediately subside. Here, the floodwater did not subside. But that's the problem of the Bicol River Basin. That's why we need to think of what we are going to do in the long term, because you cannot expect any changes, Marcos said in a mix of Filipino and English. Marcos then noted that he found out about the Bicol River Basin Development Program, a USAID, or U.S. Agency for International Development Project, in the early 1970s. Despite some challenges, it seems that it was a big hope. However, it was not finished. In 1986, when the government changed, the project was gone, he added in Filipino. He then said, "We have to revisit it now. The conditions are different now." Marcos also said that the program used to cater to different measures such as flood control and farm-to-market roads. However, he emphasized that flood control must be the focus. We have to focus specifically on flood control. The floodwaters were too much. We have flood control projects, but they can't hold this amount of floodwaters, he added in a mix of Filipino and English. Further, the Department of Public Works and Highways Secretary Manuel Bononan said that the Bicol River Basin flood control project was updated in July 2024. Under the Philippine-Korean project facilitation, Yung Bicol River Basin flood control project was already updated only this July 2024, including the feasibility study for the flood control program. By early next year, we will be doing the digital engineering design onset. He then added that it will be funded by the Korean Exim Bank, where the civil works will be implemented in late 2025 or early 2026. Bicol region was one of the regions badly hit by Christine, leaving about 2,236,608 individuals or 473,920 families affected, according to the National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council. In a report by the BWH on Saturday, 25 road sections in 6 regions, of which 12 of them were in the region, remain closed to the traffic. The Department of Migrant Workers on Saturday morning said 290 more Filipinos were repatriated from Lebanon amid escalating tension between Hezbollah and Israel. DMW, the Department of Foreign Affairs, and the Philippine Embassy in Ankara, Turkey, brought home 254 overseas Filipinos and their 36 dependents via charter flights from Beirut, Lebanon to Manila. This brings the total to 950 or 903 overseas Filipinos and 47 dependents repatriated from Lebanon since October 2023. Meanwhile, 69 Filipinos are still residing in shelters in Beirut under the care of the Migrant Workers Office in Lebanon. Following a series of Israeli airstrikes in the southern part of the Middle Eastern country, on October 9, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. ordered government agencies to evacuate Filipinos from Lebanon by whatever means. Migrant Workers Secretary Hans Leo Katak said, "We stand ready to assist those who are willing to be repatriated. We are encouraging OFWs to avail of the voluntary repatriation program. Upon their return home, a whole-of-government approach is ready for them, as directed by the President, with unprecedented financial assistance and other forms of support under the New Philippines," Katak added. DMW said it will provide repatriate 75,000 pesos of financial aid through its Action Fund. Repatriates are also promised 75,000 pesos from the Overseas Workers and Welfare Administration and 20,000 pesos from the Department of Social Work and Development. The Department of Health is also offering repatriates free medical consultations and psychological first aid. Additionally, livelihood assistance is available from the DMW's National Reintegration Center for Overseas Filipino Workers. Two teachers and a student were killed in a highway mishap in Tupi, South Cotabato at around 10 p.m. on Friday. Emil Sumangaysay, head of the Tupi Municipal Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Office, identified the fatalities as Rizal Joy Paranas, 28 of Zoranla, South Cotabato, Jekyll J. Pico of Coronadal City, and Jonaira Ambaco, 24 of Diboli, South Cotabato. Paranas and Pico are teachers of Southeast Asian Institute of Technology in Tupi, while Ambaco is a criminology student of the same school. Sumangaysay said the victims were on board a motorbike driven by Paranas with Pico and Ambaco riding on the pylon that coincided with a van driven by Antonio Dorogren along the National Highway in Barangay Crossing Rubber of Tupay Town. Witnesses said both the motorbike and the van were speeding, and as they collided, the three victims were thrown off the motorcycle. Rescuers first found two critically injured victims and rushed them to the hospital. The third victim was found unconscious about 20 meters from the point of impact. All the victims sustained head injuries and were pronounced dead on arrival in the hospital, Sumangaysay said in a radio interview. Deloren, the van driver, surrendered to police authorities and is now detained while charges for reckless imprudence resulting to homicide are being prepared against him. It's now 6:10 in the evening, and we will get back into more national, international, and entertainment headlines right here on koolNews at 6. Stick around, we will be right back.
Subok ang pangalan, pananaw ay bago, natural na tao. C-A-M-I-L-L-E
Camille Villar po, samahan po ninyo ako sa bagong bukas.
Camille Villar, bagong boses, bagong bukas.
This is a paid advertisement by Paolo Villar.
Mayong adlaw sa atong tanan. Among gipaila-ila kaninyo ang Magnum C Herbal Capsule. Tungod sa mga sangkap diini, ang Magnum C Herbal Capsule maayo sa mga taong daling hangakon, kulang sa resistensya o daling magkasakit, maayo sa kini sa mga nabugat o bina na pasmo sa kusog, lipong-lipong tungod sa anemia ug daghan pang mga balatian. Magnum C Herbal Capsule ay available na sa tanang butika, pharmacy sa inyong mga lugar. Magnum C Herbal Capsule, the most trusted by seniors.
San Miguel Oktoberfest, bawat henerasyon kasama, di pa tayo magkikita-kita. Oktoberfest na. San Miguel Oktoberfest, walang katulad pagsama-sama, di pa tayo magkikita-kita. Oktoberfest na.
This event is for individuals aged 18 and above. Drink responsibly.
Hi, gusto ko i-check ang status ng PhilHealth ko. Pero wala naman akong time para pumunta sa PhilHealth office.
Ay, madali lang yan. Pumunta lang sa website ng PhilHealth para makita ang iyong membership at contribution records gamit ang iyong laptop, tablet, kahit cellphone. At kung self-paying member ka naman, pwede ka pang magbayad ng contributions mo doon. Kaya mag-register na sa PhilHealth Member Portal gamit ang iyong PhilHealth Identification Number. Mag-login lang sa www.philhealth.gov.ph.
Mapagpasalamat. Katangiang Pilipino mula sa puso. Pagpapamalas ng pagmamahal ng Diyos sa ating lahat. Isang pagpapahalaga sa mga kabutihan at tulong na natanggap sa ating buhay.
Salamat po.
Sa lahat ng mga bagay, magpasalamat kayo. Unang Tesalonica 5:18. Mapagpasalamat. Ikaw ay M-Extraordinary Pinoy. Brought to you by MX3 Coffee and Tea.
With Sprite, kayang-kaya mo yan. Cool ka lang, cool ka lang. Steady ka lang muna, mag-Sprite ka lang dyan.
Protection
Yakult!
with proper diet and exercise
Yakult!
helps gut health.
Yakult!
May 8 billion live LCS
Yakult!
that may reach the intestines alive.
Yakult!
Helps improve digestion.
Yakult!
Helps balance out bacteria.
Yakult!
And helps boost immunity.
Yakult! Kaya panalo ka tiyan! May bagong energy na! All new Best Ever Enervon, Enervon C+. Powered with zinc, vitamin C, vitamins B1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and 12, at vitamin E. All new Best Ever Enervon. Hey! Enervon C+.
Unilab yan.
Multivitamins plus zinc is the generic name of Enervon Z+. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Hindi birong maging isang ina. Dapat hands-on ka sa maraming bagay, lalo na sa mga iniinom na gamot. Dapat ready ka. Kaya kapag may sakit sa pamilya ko, gaya ng sakit ng ulo, sakit sa katawan na may kasamang lagnat dulot ng sipon, allergic rhinitis o sinusitis, Simdex D ang ipinapainom ko. Gamot laban sa sintomas ng trangkaso. Simdex D is available in Mercury Drug Stores and other drug stores near you. Phenylpropanolamine hydrochloride chlorpheniramine malate paracetamol is the generic name of Simdex D. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Also available Simdex D Syrup for kids and Simdex D Forte for adults.
Pag edad 50 pataas, pansin mo na ang pagbabago at pagbagal ng katawan. Maaring makaranas ng alta presyon, high blood sugar at paghina ng memorya. Makakatulong ang pag-inom ng Centrum Silver Advance araw-araw kasabay ng tamang pagkain at exercise. Ang Centrum Silver Advance ay may nutrients na in-adjust ang level para sa edad 50 pataas. Tulong suporta sa puso at normal na blood pressure at blood sugar. Napatunayan din na nakakatulong itong ma-improve ang memory habang tumatanda. Alagaan ang katawan with Centrum Silver Advance. This has been Medifax for Centrum. Multivitamins plus minerals is the generic name of Centrum Silver Advance. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Lampin Baby Diaper, ang lampin ng bayan from Megasop Hygienic Products. Available in open tape and baby pants.
Ang Chicken Joy yes na. Ang pinakamasarap, bigger na. Best tasting na, our biggest pa. Ito ang Chicken Joy, yes. Best tasting na, our biggest pa. Ito ang Chicken Joy, yes.
Starts at 82 pesos pa rin. Price varies. Bigger claim is versus previous size. Best tasting claim is based on quantitative brand and product imagery study conducted by SCMI last November 2023.
Mas matindi na ang init at ulan ngayon, kaya dapat Elastosil na with Solasomer 3X formula. UV resistant, puno na flexible premium polymers. Matibay, 3 times na tumatagal. Versus competing brand. Tag-init o tag-ulan, Elastosil mo yan. Pioneer, do it right.
Power up with Imugene. Makahatag og kalagsik aron perming update ka makini sa ginseng, noto ginseng ug astragalus nga napamatud-an na nga makapalig-on sa resistensya ug immunity sa lawas. Imugene, your energy and immunity booster. Mapalit sa inyong mga suking butika. Now approved therapeutically.
Ikaw ba ay pagod? Walang gana? Matamlay? Nawala ng lakas? Subukan mo na si MG Plus. Sa MG Plus, tatayo ka, babangon pa. MG Plus is good for high blood, diabetes, impotency, stress, anxiety, high cholesterol, insomnia, gallstone, kidney stone, rheuma, arthritis, problema sa pagbawas, o galuyang kalawasan. Mag-MG Plus na! MG Plus Herbal Drinks.
Ang MG Plus Herbal Drinks ay available sa mga botika at mga piling supermarket. No approved therapeutic claims.
Welcome back to koolNews at 6. Let's continue with the headlines. The Anti-Money Laundering Council in a statement on Friday said the Philippines was on its final step to exit the grey list of global watchdog Financial Action Task Force. The FATF also on Friday said the Philippines substantially completed its action plan against money laundering and terrorism financing. The conclusion came at the end of the watchdog's October plenary, attended by delegates from over 200 countries and international organizations. Inclusion in the grey list means increased monitoring by the FATF to address deficiencies in the country's anti-money laundering and counter-terrorism financing efforts. The Philippines has been in the FATF's grey list since 2021. In a statement, the FATF said the country enacted 80 reforms, including the following: risk-based supervision of designated non-financial businesses and professions, supervises use of anti-money laundering and counter-terrorist financing controls to mitigate risk associated with casino junkets, new restriction requirements for money or value transfer service, and employing sanctions to unregistered and illegal remittance operators, enhancing and streamlining law enforcement agency access to beneficial ownership information, and taking steps to ensure that it is accurate and up-to-date. Increase in the use of financial intelligence and an increase in money laundering investigations and prosecutions in line with risk. Increase in the identification, investigation, and prosecution of terrorism financing cases. Appropriate measures with respect to the non-profit organization sector, including unregistered non-profit organizations, without disrupting legitimate activity. Enhancing the effectiveness of the targeted financial sections framework for both terrorism financing and proliferation financing. AMLC confirmed that the FATF's Asia Pacific Group will be visiting the Philippines in early 2025 to verify the sustainability of the plans. This is the final step toward the country's removal from the grey list, AMLC added. According to the AMLC, failing to implement the government's action plan runs the risk of the Philippines entering FATF's blacklist, which means possible restrictions and refusal of financial transactions by other member countries. Executive Secretary Lucas Persamin said in a statement, this milestone is a testament to the hard work and coordination across government agencies. It reflects our strong commitment to meeting the FATF's stringent standards and ensuring the long-term protection of our financial system. We are confident that this progress will be affirmed during the on-site visit, he added. Rosami is also chairperson of the National Anti-Money Laundering, Counter-Terrorism Financing, and Counter-Proliferation Financing Coordinating Committee. Senate Majority Leader Francis Tolentino called on the private sector on Saturday to help clear the Malaharica Highway of stranded vehicles stranded by the flooding in San Fernando town and Camarisor to make way for trucks carrying relief goods. Tolentino said that the private sector's help is very welcome and appreciated in clearing the way, which can hasten the delivery of immediate relief goods for communities affected by severe flooding in the localities of Bicol's Catch Basin area. He particularly appealed to firms like construction companies with heavy equipment to volunteer their resources to clear the clogged portion of the Malaharica Highway. Asian Highway 26 located in Camarisor, which transfers between the Bicol region and Metro Manila. As of October 26 in the morning, reports reaching the center confirmed that the trucks carrying relief goods of institutions like the Philippine Red Cross, Metro Manila Development Authority, and other civil society groups and networks are still stranded in Milamor town, 15 kilometers north of Naga City. I am appealing to the private sector, especially construction firms with heavy equipment, to help unclog the main artery going to and coming from Metro Manila, even one lane, to make way for the vehicles carrying relief goods to reach the survivors of the extensive and massive flooding in Camarisor, Tolentino said in a statement. Since October 21, hundreds of vehicles that travel south from Metro Manila to Bicol Province, Visayas, and Mindanao, as well as other local vehicles stranded, have blocked the highway, blocking the way for relief operations. Tolentino received a report from Mayor Chris Lizardo, who called him up and updated the center on the massive flooding in the Bicol River basin town of Minalabak in Camarisor Province and the traffic situation on the Malaharica Highway. There is lots of help coming, Mayor. There are many who's and aid, and many of them are there already, but the problem is they cannot pass through. There's a problem in accessibility, the problem of how to deliver because the way is blocked, he assured Lizardo. The mayor told Tolentino that both ends between Milamor town and Naga City, about 4 kilometers long and still submerged in flood waters as of Saturday morning, are clogged with vehicles going north and south of Bicol. Lizardo described the extent of traffic on the diversion road in Naga City going north to Milamor town, where a marine soldier participating in the rescue operation could partly squeeze himself between vehicles with his backpack. The mayor said the vehicles were piling up on both ends of the flooded highway in anticipation of the receding floodwaters that cut the main artery between the Bicol region and the regions in the south and north going to the Philippine capital. The local governments of Albay Province and Naga City and Camarisor received 80 million pesos in financial assistance from President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. Marcos gave 2 checks of 30 million pesos and 50 million pesos to Naga City and Albay on Saturday to provide relief to residents affected by severe tropical storm Christine, which bothered the two localities since Tuesday, October 22. Marcos personally handed 30 million pesos in check to Naga City Mayor Nelson Legosion and another 50 million pesos in check to Albay Governor Baby Belinda Bongao following the situation briefing with national and local officials held at the Naga City Hall at 11 a.m. Before arriving in Naga City, many areas of which remained inundated in floodwater since Tuesday night, Marcos visited flood victims in Barangay Kausip, Abula Town in Camarisor. During the briefing, local officials informed the president of their difficulty in distributing relief goods and conducting rescue operations, as most of the villages in Naga City and other parts of Camarisor were still submerged in floodwaters as of Saturday morning. And the National Bureau of Investigation in Central Visayas is currently working to verify reports of Pogo-like activities in 4 different locations in Cebu. Lauren and Olivia, the NBR7 director, said they were asked to verify these 4 sites following the discovery of a Boko hop in a hotel in Barangay Agus in Lapu-Lapu City and another suspected Boko hop in Mogbol town in southwestern Cebu. We have received any information of possible Boko activities spread all over our region. We are verifying it. Once they verified they are engaged in once we verify that they are engaged in Boko activities, we will yeah, the translation is in Cebuano, so I'm not really good here. But yeah, they did say that it will be a multi-agency operation. That's what Olivia said. Olivia admitted that the verification process will take time. It's not easy to verify because the area is secured. So we have to monitor the activities, he said. Meanwhile, Olivia said that they continue to wait for the response from the Bureau of Immigration if the 3 Indonesian nationals whose passports were found kept in the vault at the Lapu-Lapu City Boko hub remain in the country. Time for international headlines. The Health Ministry in Hamas-run Gaza said on Friday that 2 children died at the last functioning hospital in the territories north after Israeli fire hit oxygen equipment, while the military told HS press friends it was unaware of strikes in the area. 2 children have died in the intensive care unit after the hospital's generators failed and the oxygen station was targeted, said a Health Ministry statement about the Kamal Adwan Hospital in North Gaza's Jabalah refugee camp. Israeli forces are searching the hospital and firing within different departments, increasing the panic and anxiety, the ministry added. The Israel army, when contacted, told Aegis Press that they were not aware of live fire and strikes in the area of the hospital. The ministry said that some 600 people were inside the hospital, including patients, injured people, medical staff, and others. Earlier Friday, the Israeli military said its forces were operating around the hospital in the Jabalah camp, where it launched a major operation earlier this month. The ministry said the military had detained hundreds of staff, patients, and displaced people during the raid. The operation has sparked fresh concerns about the war's civilian toll, which UN Rights Chief Volker Turk saying the conflict's darkest moment was currently unfolding in northern Gaza. And finally, in the showbiz news, Joy Sen-ching and her non-showbiz husband Kevin Alimon are officially parents as the actress gave birth to their first child, who they fondly called How How. Ching announced How How's birth through her Instagram page on Saturday, October 26th, showing photos taken at the hospital a few moments after childbirth. Ching also gave a closer look at their baby girl, although the actress has yet to reveal the child's name. Our firstborn is finally here. We love you so much, our little How How, she said in the caption. Thank you to everyone who prayed for us. Al-Mansour shared the same post via his Instagram stories, adding raising hands and face holding back tears emoji. And that is it for koolNews at 6. As always, if you have any new suggestions on P1 you would like to share, you can get in touch with us at tvh.philippines.news@gmail.com. And we will return with more news headlines along with the latest weather updates information on our koolNews Prime Time later at 9. Till then, I'm Carol. Good evening.